So, to know that we're finally here with 3, it definitely warms my heart when we finally got there. And it's feeling that same way still today, right now. So, it is so good to be back here. So, most important question of all. Should we carry over the Keyblades? Because
I don't see why not.
Okay. Because much like in Dream Drop Distance, you can carry over the Dream Eaters. It's just you would have to obviously rebuild the connections and stuff like that to get the abilities. But you have the Dream Eaters unlocked automatically. The same way with the Keyblades, you have access to the Keyblades. You just have to build them back up to whatever max level you want to build them up to. Which is obviously what I'll be doing. Because if we're going to
I mean, if you think about it, like, Sora is on this journey to regain what he had lost, so...
Yeah. Plus, in all honesty, I love the Keyblade transformation, so I do want to carry it over, so... Oh dear lord, which one was it again? Obviously, standard.
Oh, we're not doing Proud?
No! No, 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 no.
I would have figured they'd probably make Proud into, like, a medium mode.
No, Proud's pretty, it's sound, I suppose you could say. Compared to what Critical is. Critical's, like, freaking insane.
Why are there 2 Soras in that picture?
One of them's the Data's... No? No, technically you're right. Those 2 are technically the same Soras. It's like, technically, one of them would have been the Data Sora, but based on the scenes themselves, those 2 are the same Sora, so what the hell? You're right.
Also, the name of the thing, it says, my friends are my power, all for an afterfall. What's that mean?
All for one, one for all. You know, from,
The heart's supposed to represent the word, and the heart's filling in for the O.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten that. I wonder if there exists a thing of chess in the likeness of this.
Technically, yes.
That isn't gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
You got me. you got me. It's like, he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. The bad thing is that when that thing finally did get released, a lot of people, whenever they got it, they had a few little broken pieces and stuff, so they had to do a total recall on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you think about it, paying that price only to have broken pieces and then having to do a recall on that, ooh, that's not what you want to do with that. In all honesty, I wouldn't know where I would display that. It would be pretty cool just to have that display piece, in all honesty. Along as like a picture with like Ericus and Xehanort when they're younger, kind of hanging above it and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a thing of stained glass.
Yeah, it'd be a nice display piece. I wouldn't know where to put it at.
Hey, it's my favorite company, Giznip. Don't tell me you didn't see it like that too.
Maybe it's because I've seen it that often, I didn't register as that, but yeah.
KH1 outfit again?
We won't be in it for long.
I feel so sorry for the people who started with this. What do you desire?
They're probably like, what the fuck?
Vitality, a rugged body that will endure even the toughest of challenges. Is this what you desire?
Yes. More endurance, the better.
So, you gave up a shirtless mouse, and in turn you got Riku in a Venom suit. With a skirt.
I just thought of something evil.
What?
So imagine a Scottish Venom. Imagine Venom, but dressed as like a Scotsman, with the skirt and kilt and all.
Oh.
I just thought that'd be funny.
So would he be playing the bagpipes, or would his body construct the bagpipes?
Interesting question.
That still got me, man.
I love it too much.
I'd have to probably make a new a new reaction vector just for that.
Yeah, you can count me out of reading those. Those are way too damn small.
Well, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's straight up a heart.
Yeah.
Olympus Coliseum, here we come.
Because we couldn't go a single game without having it.
Right?
2.9!
I kind of laughed at that myself when I first saw that. I was just like...
And Orin to advance his plans for conquest had failed. The hour was not yet right.
And that is the only instance of any Final Fantasy character being in the game outside of Remind.
Pretty much.
I don't remember this being part of Olympus. Okay, I just listened to Sora go like, "Brr."
It's like, where's the fanfare?
Well, never hurts to have your head in the clouds.
Exactly. We're leaving.
Goofy just kind of pulled off a burn, didn't he?
Yeah.
All unlocked, and it's like we could choose how exactly we tackle it, and we'll never know how it'll go in the long run. It's like a box of chocolates.
Getting spoiled, huh?
I hate the air soldier. I hate the air soldier. I hate the air soldier. Why did they even bother calling it the air soldier at this point? It should have been something other than the air soldier. I hate the air soldier.
Recently?
Of course, Donald. Weren't you watching it all? There isn't anything for me to read as either of the characters, but I sure as hell could make up for it in improv.
That works well for me.
I will say, as annoying as it is for it to have returned again, this is probably one of the most expansive versions of it we've seen yet.
Agreed.
Who could possibly be trying to give me a mic?
Plus, the way they've animated Hades in this one is so perfect. I love it.
Oh, you're just gonna summon the Rock and Ice Titan. We've already seen them before. Okay, the magma's a nice touch.
Strong winds around this time, huh?
I guess they were just dealing with a little bit of Hurricane Hades.
Get on that. Hope so.
May not be in the long run.
Good. Now hold on tight.
You better hope to Zeus that your aim is alright.
I don't think this is a good idea.
I don't know about his sidekicks, but Kid Keyblader here looks way punier than the last time we saw him. I say we finish him off while we still can.
Waste no time with the boy. He's inconsequential.
The one time Pete had an actually good idea and you brushed it off.
Very few times. Very, very few times. Pete's like, we can easily take him on. Maleficent like, don't bother. And it's like, dadgum.
So would the organization be following Maleficent and Pete because of the X on his back?
Take it.
Or Gosh, it sure don't.
I'm sorry, it's just ever since Dream Drop Distance, I have been really hyper-focused on the letter X on outfits.
That's sort of like the rest of us, where we're hyper fixated on the number 13, the number 7, light, darkness, the crown symbol, the heart symbol, the Mickey emblem. Nomura's really got his way of just messing with us. He's like, I've got them petty in my palms. Meanwhile, the rest of us like, just tell us what's going on!
Just do it! So I just realized something about these particular enemies we're fighting.
What's that?
With the area that we're in, if we were to make the comparison to Shantae, would this be the equivalent to Burning Town and the Fire Cores or Tinkerbats?
I'm not sure. I've never seen a Tinkerbat. I'm sure depending on how they look, it'd be similar. Because of the wing ends for the fire cores.
A word of warning, despite their namesake, they do not have wings.
Really? Okay, well then...
This is a Tinkerbat. Only under the influence of the Pirate King are they transformed into a more feral appearance, in which case they are known as the Cacklebats.
Huh. So, they're both the same, it's just until later on, right?
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, the Cacklebats only appeared in Pirate's Curse.
Gosh, I hope they got insurance.
If there's anybody else stuck out here, we better find them.
Insurance in BC Rome?
It's unheard of. Doubt they have health insurance.
You sure you really want to part ways with that potion? I think you need that more than what we do.
At least life insurance in this case.
Where did all these monsters come from?
How did you get all the way up there?
Hercules!
Good question.
So are these three the Luigi to Hercules' Mario in this world?
Ouch. I guess so.
Because if you really think about it, in universe, Mario doesn't... Luigi barely gets any recognition by even the kingdom.
Yeah. It is sad. It is sad. There goes his Achilles heel.
Gosh, beat me right to the punch. Hey, Sora, it's good and all that you're able to do that, but how the hell could Donald and I supposed to do that?
Good question. Also, too, dadgum camera? Someone's getting me killed.
I thought we were playing Kingdom Hearts 3, not Sonic 06.
Oh no. Okay.
You saw it first, people. Sora was swinging around that pole.
Okay.
Good thing he didn't take any clothes off.
Moving right along. As Kermit said in the song, moving right along.
Footloose and fancy free. Here we are just goofing around in Kingdom Hearts 3.
In Goofy's case, yeah, he was goofing around.
Oh man, I just realized something that would have been cool.
What's that?
Fighting a horde of these, but instead of Hercules inside of your party, it's Paul Bunyan.
Nice job, Wonder Boy.
That'd be pretty cool. That would be.
Hi, Mickey.
Bye, Mickey.
Bye, Mickey. Yeah, I think it's really nice that we decided to do the Keyblades being all unlocked from the get-go, because it kind of reminds me of just going through a level in a Lego game in free play mode.
Yeah. I do love the fact that not only do we have the Keyblade transformations in 3, but when you beat the game, you get to carry over the Keyblades into new profiles and stuff from the very beginning. I do love that. Alright, round 1 with the Titans.
This is the biggest they have ever been.
That is true.
How did Donald get all the way up there?
It's like, yeah, how did he get up there? He can't fly, as we have witnessed in past shows and stuff.
Goofy too?
Yeah, what's Goofy's excuse? His shield can't slide upwards.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time we've heard this song in a game for Kingdom Hearts since the first one.
I think you might be right. Because it definitely wasn't in 2.
In fact, none of the boss fight musics were in 2.
None of the original, anyway.
All aboard the Chaos Train! Next stop, your ass!
I still love seeing this. We only get to see it twice in the entire game, but I still love seeing it. It's so cool. I still remember seeing the trailers whenever they first showcased this, and they showed this thing, and my freaking mouth was just broken off. I was like, what? It's just so freaking magical to me.
Of course, Daniel, he was popping off because of it being a train.
Of course.
I just realized something else with the way that the train tracks are being laid out.
That would be?
Is this a reference to Starlight Express?
I mean, for the sake of it, why not? You know?
Ow.
Oh. Oh.
Which of the 14 are you gonna bring up?
Tell me about that one about the falling down the stairs. Okay.
Oh.
I love it.
Hey, Jerry, play that one about falling down the stairs. Sure thing, Johnny. I love it.
That would be the Rock Titan. It's so pretty and shiny.
Pretty, pretty, shiny, shiny, pretty, pretty, shiny, shiny.
Cleared the room.
Whoa.
I'm back home.
Why did the archers look like a dwarf?
I mean, it could be because of the fact that the un-air soldiers was hoisting them with their hats.
So are they just grabbing a hold of Sora from his back to do this?
They kind of would have to at this point. But boys, you talk about a trip if that ended up being the case. They'd be like, oh boy!
Sora, what's a rat?
Gosh!
I don't feel so good, Sora.
That's exactly what I was fixing to go for.
Does anyone have any ibuprofen? Oh, I think I need ibuprofen. So there's the ice, lava, and wind titan.
Yep.
Take a shot. I don't know why, but the cracks on the magma titans kind of remind me of Upgrade from Ben 10.
Kind of does, actually.
And now he looks like, oh no. I just realized something involving his chin.
The beard.
It's reminding me of Thanos.
Oh god, you're right.
And if I recall correctly, Thanatos was a Titan.
Yeah, technically he is.
So they are following them.
They're tracking them more or less.
Using Pete's outfit.
Years of growing in almost
Yeah,
one
this
time
voice
alone.
sounds a little weird.
I remember my first time here. I was so scared.
Well, keep in mind in the 20 years that Kingdom Hearts has been around, we went through 3 different voice actors of Mickey. So,
And by far, this one sounds the least like him.
it doesn't bother me as bad. Yes, it is.
Effort, I guess, but
Yeah, it's sort of like the Kermit voice actor. You know, it's not like the last one, but it's manageable in a way. I'm sure the first thought Riku had to have had was that my head feels a lot lighter for some reason. Mickey's like, well, it could be because of the fact that, well, most of your hair's been trimmed off. Riku's like, my what?
Where'd the Heartless go?
But Aqua, she's like Sora.
What?
No. Strong like Sora.
Okay. Good. Then I guess she's gonna be alright. Sora could
I take it you have a question?
I'm at a loss for words. What? Why did Riku react the way that he did?
He assumed that Aqua was dim-witted as Sora was.
Oh!
That's why Mickey had to correct him. Like, no, strong like Sora, strong. Riku's like, oh, okay.
I'm not sure what I should feel more surprised by. The fact that I didn't pick up on it, or the fact that Mickey managed to give a burn to Sora.
Like, what exactly?
Perhaps it could be something that is as simple as that.
Wait, you think so too?
Donald's like, okay! With staff in hand ready to bonk him.
Whenever you are.
I'll be as hard as you can.
I could totally picture that. Oh gosh, it'd be the funniest scene ever.
All teams back.
Yeah.
Good. Now to mark the beginning of a new journey. I wish for you to
Except for Simba, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, Ariel, let's see, what else? Bambi, Mushu, Stitch, Chicken Little, Genie.
This makes that gift stronger.
It's time to go.
Whole team's back my ass.
Although somewhere in the distance, the animators are like, "Give us a break! It took us 5 years to develop this game."
Alias.
Yeah, it's like I said, Alias.
It's in the past.
It wasn't Alexius.
Zora, the reason we're here.
But can you blame us for not knowing the proper pronunciation from some of these names? Because depending on which country you're from, it could be pronounced completely different entirely. So it's like, for all we...
It's not like they have different accents being used for different countries.
True.
I doubt that Square has that kind of a budget.
Very true. Very, very true.
I think it's more or less just the fact that you and Daniel haven't really had the forethought of catching on to what they say in the game. Due to how little of a time that it's actually had the opportunity to be said.
Right. Yeah.
Spirit, Sora. We found some intriguing data in the bit of code we deciphered.
Is it about me?
Yes.
Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I couldn't help myself.
I mean, to be fair, there is a gummy ship that looks like a frickin' Star Destroyer. Maybe not in the same light, but it's pretty huge.
I guess in hindsight, this is less like Star Wars and more like Star Fox.
Yeah.
So does this count as an emblem?
Yeah.
Heartless?
I mean, clearly we see an emblem on it, so it would count as an emblem Heartless.
Because I don't know if it's like just a Heartless itself or a ship.
I guess that's a good point, but I imagine there's not like a pure blood Heartless ship other than the one that Ansem had in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Also, why do I get the feeling this is tied to Corona? AKA Rapunzel's world?
It would make sense for the flower-shaped look it gives. Oh, well. We got blasted.
You lose.
Thankfully, there's a retry function for gummy ships.
Hey, out of curiosity, since I know it's an inevitability that this is gonna end up on this channel at some point, are you planning to play through Breath of the Wild again first?
I hadn't really decided what to do next after Kingdom Hearts.
I'm talking about, like, when I said an inevitability, I'm talking about with Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. I'm not sure, really, in all honesty. I mean, I hadn't pre-ordered it yet, so it might be a while, but maybe. But since I'm getting my ass kicked, we'll come back to this later. Okay, let's take a look at it then. Excuse me.
This guy was Christopher Lloyd.
What did he say? You sure?
Yeah, these guys are just... They are such a highlight.
That actually looks familiar, in all honesty. After looking at those three characters, that actually does kind of remind me of something, but I can't... I don't remember, though. Nope. Okay, I hadn't seen that one. That's
Yeah,
good
they've made a
though.
plethora of those.
I know. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Wait, so you have access to beans already?
Are you surprised?
Not exactly. I know that beans is the first one you unlock. I just didn't know it would be this soon.
I was trying to see if we can catch a teapot by chance. It's kind of hard to see.
The finisher is all of them?
Yeah.
Highlight editing BlackCross, you could probably scope out which one was Teapot.
I will try to pause and freeze frame as best as possible.
That is a lot of health bars.
That is. I know we don't officially kill it, but... Whew. I remember seeing that for the first time, being like, oh, this is gonna be a long fight.
Oh god, I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
A mod of that, but it's the baby Oswalds.
Baby Oswalds?
You know, the little rabbits.
Oh. Oh! Okay.
Either that or the horde of mice from the camping episode from Mickey Mouse cartoons where they fed Donald a bee. Pick your poison.
I get you now, I get you.
On the photo. It's the old
So I don't know if it's just got something to do with the model being slightly more updated, but Sora's hair looks a lot less spiky.
Oh yeah.
Mostly because he got a haircut or hair trim, as it was.
Photo while we're all here? Sure. That's a great idea.
Alright.
Yeah, it's definitely more obvious if you were to have like a comparison photo between 1, 2, and 3. 4's definitely got a little bit more, I suppose you could say, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as spiky? I don't know what word would be used. Sort of laid back. Almost kind of more natural. Because it's like, for it to be that spiky, you would have to have a lot of hair gel.
Right.
But it's a little bit more, laid down.
They mention Sora mentioning to Donald that he pulled the short straw. That's racist.
That came out great.
So how exactly does the rail system here work for the trams?
The what?
The trams, like I don't really see any real rails.
I don't think it's a matter of a rail. More like a guiding system.
So it's like indented into the ground.
Yeah, like, you see how it's set up right here?
Yeah.
It's kind of almost the same way as like how, well, maybe not in that same instance, but sort of like how Walt Disney World's tram system was. Except minus like the little metal thing that was like in the middle of it.
That would have been kind of weird if these things had like a steering wheel.
It'd be interesting if that ended up being the case. But the way I see it, you got these little borders right here before it gets down to the center of it. And that little crevice kind of guides the wheels and prevents it from, like, swerving outward.
Yeah, it's very much like a rail, but made of stone.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I imagine repairs on this is going to be a bitch.
I mean, that was one of the reasons why they... pardon me.
Excuse you.
Why they, didn't continue it, after so long. This is gonna take a while for me to get used to all this controls.
Oh, seeing that we're in camera mode, I just remembered something else.
Oh dear, what do you remember?
Let's see.
You'll see.
Oh boy. But alright then, let's take a look-see. Waluigi! Oh. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I have come to see you here.
It's funny because of Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Waluigi's yelling in the echoes, "You're not even a Nintendo property!" And Sora's like, neither are these guys.
Goofy and Donald just having like a back and forth. It's like, gosh, Sora. Wasn't the last time we came across these things deep junk? Oh, right. Yep. We don't talk about tarts. So, would Shion technically be born in Land of Departure?
I guess that depends, because technically, Castle Oblivion was a research facility for the vessels, if story is correct on Vexen's research and stuff, so ideally, technically, yes, it would. You have to make a long stretch of an explanation for them, but yeah, it would be the thing.
Oh, what's next?
I'm sorry. My mind just clicked to the... Are you familiar with the... You are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
No, I'm not.
I'm not just picturing that, but it's with Shion and Vexen.
Oh gosh. I'm sure Vex is just face palming him the entire time, and he's just like, oh dear God, what have I done? What have I created? What have these assholes been up to?
So they were tracking Sora by the X on his ass.
There isn't an X on him anymore, though, if you notice.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
And in the
Well...
unlikely event, you did manage to separate them.
Got you stumped on that one, didn't they?
I'd have to look at the design again.
Where is it you think you can put...
You're gonna be paranoid now. It's like there's an X somewhere.
In that case,
I think that's the only time Donald has referred to him as Captain.
Well, mostly because Goofy had a smart, ideal point. He's not wrong. It's like, technically, Master Xehanort, with his heart separated and everything like that, it coexists Ansem and Xemnas.
So what you're saying is that Donald only called him that for the fact that he was wiser beyond his looks.
I mean, you think about it, Goofy. Has there ever been a smart idea that doesn't resolve him getting hurt at the end of the day?
I mean, unless if you count Country of Musketeers.
Yeah, but that also resulted him in getting hurt before that ideal happened. Especially when you consider the fact the first time, well, not so much in the game, but in the actual film, he accidentally somehow got himself thrown into that mix. And then as they were trying to corner the Beagle Boys, he had an ideal and drug Mickey into it. And somehow that actually ended up working in their favor to knock them out of the tower. And it's like... And still, technically, they still got kicked by the cow, technically. Twice!
Not to be confused with Clarabelle.
No, completely different cow.
Gave us a short job
So
putting up
why
the special
exactly does
posters.
Goofy call him Uncle?
Mr. McDuck's hosting an open-air film
Because he only
festival
knows
in
him by Uncle Scrooge, thanks to Donald.
Oh, Sora. Hold your phone up to the poster.
Okay.
That's...
There, you've just downloaded a promo game for the film.
You okay, Mech?
the poster.
Of course, laddie. Provide a bit of
That's one of the giants that predates Willy.
Yeah.
Like run over.
So do you think that the couple of the Mr. Game & Watches were in the Mickey Junk Mountain in Epic Mickey?
Oh, right.
I don't remember, but I think so.
Well,
I would have to take a closer look again. Me and Daniel have actually attempted about wanting to play that eventually.
Sure. But don't we have you guys to take care of him for us?
You have to leave again?
Would it be on this channel?
Actually, I don't know. We hadn't really talked about if we wanted to do it as like a Let's Play or whatever.
Sorry. Just
I just thought of something funny if that were the case.
That would be...
I know how Roxas feels to be lost.
You'd be Mickey,
But Donald and
Delmar
Goofy,
is Oswald,
Kyrie,
I'm
I'll be
Gus.
back by wishing with all their hearts.
What?
Call me Axel from now on. Got it? Memorized?
Yeah. Okay, Axel.
Honestly, I kind of like the name Axel more than I do Lee.
It's just because we've known him for so much longer compared to Lee, it's kind of hard to kind of override it. Even whenever in Dream Drop Distance, I knew that his name was converted back to Lee, I kept saying Axel, and I'm like, nope, they're coming.
See, that aside, with Lee, like, compared to Axel comparatively sounds a lot more badass.
It does. And I think that's part of the reason why, given Axel's character. Plus, technically, in Burst by Sleep, he wants to be remembered as by many as gosh. Wow. Okay.
That's one for the books.
No kidding, that was one messed up tongue twister there. He would prefer to be remembered by as many people as possible by Burst by Sleep storytelling.
I guess if anything, at least they're doing exposition things.
It does help because it's one of those things where it's like when you try to explain it on a broader scale, it's harder to take it all in. But when you try to see expositions like this, it helps make sense. And in Remind especially, they have like a little exposition explaining the different organization members as to where they come from and stuff like that. And it definitely helps explain the broader definition of what was going on behind the scenes of like, okay, where did all these members come from technically, you know? It really helped. It made things a lot more easier to understand later on. It's just whenever that moment happened and they first started to explain it, you go, what? And then later on, after the events and everything like that, it's fully explained and it's like, oh, okay. Alright. Then why'd you give me a migraine then? You know?
Because we like to see you suffer. Keep the audience entertained for me.
Alright, I will try my best. So how are you guys doing today? Kind of weird if I just all of a sudden started to talk about fixing the ship up like as though as if it's a bit from Bob Ross. You know, it's like, we're just gonna put a couple little jetpacks here, you know, to help it go a little faster, you know. We don't make mistakes. We make little happy little accidents. I like to put a little bit extra firepower, you know, just to help it out a bit, you know. Never hurts to give it more firepower. Just a little bit of a detour. We eventually get our ship once we do. Pretty soon this ship will be soaring through the sky. Just like a swallow.
Why is it from the front view it looks like he has glasses?
Those would be the dual gun turrets, but yeah, it does look like it's wearing glasses. I'm keeping it.
It kind of looks like a gummy version of Jeremy the Jet Plane.
Jeremy the Jet Plane?
From Thomas and Friends.
The rocks are definitely being destroyed way easier than before.
I'm sorry, but the back of it, you've seen those little, like, binoculars you put in, like, a paper disc and flip through images on?
Yeah. Kind of like one of those?
The ship looks, yeah.
Kind of does. I was trying to make, like, a little halo in the back of it, because there's, like, a... So in Final Fantasy X, there's this airship, and it has, like, a halo-type design on the back of it. Alright, let's see how we do with this time.
Incoming.
Oh, look at that. Now we're talking.
Hasta la vista, shippy!
There we go, that's better.